What's up, guys? Brad Chappell back with you. My buddy Todd Huckabee. Hello. Got a couple more fellas here with us that took the championship last year at the Crappie Expo, but kind of sat down tonight and just doing a little pre-game seminar or pre-game fight.
Yeah, you know, I just wanted to sit down and talk to these guys and kind of show y'all something that I don't think's been done before, and that is get y'all's opinion of what it's going to take over the next 3 days, kind of what y'all seen pre-fishing, just to give everybody at home an idea of what y'all think.
The night before.
Yeah. Right, the night before, because, you know, a lot of people that don't fish a lot of these tournaments don't know the dock talk and all the stuff that totally messes with people's head. And so we wanted to get it from the champions for another 3 days at least, hopefully another year after 3 days. But, so tell us what y'all seen.
Man, well, you know, this is a tournament like no other. There's not information shared.
Yep.
So, you know, you don't, you know, there's the off limits period, and then you're not supposed to share information with other teams.
Yep.
So the dock talk that we all have, it's a little different dock talk. Everybody's kind of like beating around the bush. They're not breaking the rules, but they're, hey man, you know, what are you catching? You're caught big fish, but they're not asking where, how, what are you using. There's none of that
Right, it's really vague.
It's really vague.
That last year and the year before.
Yeah, so you know,
your buddy would ask you a question and you're like, I don't know if I can answer that or not.
So, you know, you hear, usually we know, we go to the lake, people talking like, oh, Joe Smoke caught 13 pounds. This guy's catching 13 pounds every day. Here, you don't hear that. Now, you might hear someone say,
What's it going to take?
what's it going to take? I only know from what we've seen. Now, are we missing something or are we right on? If you give us 11 pounds tomorrow, I'll be thrilled. I think we'll be in a top 10. In my
33 pounds is going to look ridiculous.
Well,
or is it going to fall off?
Somebody's always going to find fish.
Yeah, but here's something else. This is a big river system. It's 80 miles long, but it fishes, like I was telling Todd earlier. It's like going to Eufaula and throwing everybody in Gaines Creek. Having the whole lake, but everybody's going to Gaines Creek. So it fishes real small. It does. So those fish have gotten beat up for 4 days. These fish aren't used to seeing this kind of pressure. So they're getting caught, they're getting pressured. They're starting to already see them act different from Sunday to now.
What are you seeing between a new fresh body of water into like really pressured body of water? And that's what it's at.
I'm not seeing spooky fish yet, but I'm seeing fish that will not bite.
Every fish Sunday,
They
they would come 5 foot smoking.
So are you noticing now fish turning and looking at
Oh,
you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where Sunday they weren't?
Oh yes. I was telling Paul today, I said, heads
That's a
on the
big
left, heads on the left.
I've been seeing this a lot on Eufaula and the since forward-facing sonar. Now, the first 6 months that I used it, the fish, it was like they didn't know we were there.
Nope.
Now, whenever I pull up to the spot, those fish are like,
Yeah, they're looking at you.
they turn around and look.
One of the things I tell customers every day on guide trips, I'm 40. When we pull up to a fish and we get within 25 feet of that fish, I tell them, when you drop your bait, the fish's head's on the left. Why is that? Because they're looking at the boat. They turn, they're always looking at the boat. So you drop your bait to the left of that fish. Fish to the right, you're on his tail. We're starting to see that today. I started seeing, I was telling Paul, we only caught 5 or 6 fish today. We went to a couple of new areas.
You didn't want
There's so much trash fish in this lake. There's so many drum. I don't even know what some of these fish are. We can't catch them, but they're just fish everywhere. But trying to pick through all that to find a crappie, and we noticed that everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm seeing some big fish, pound 80 fish. I'm not dropping on." Well, let me tell you something. I dropped on one yesterday. I said, "This is the biggest fish we've seen. I'm gonna catch this fish. I don't care." I caught this fish. He was almost 17 inches long, but he was that thick and probably weighed about 118.
Looked like a bass.
But he was 17 inches long.
Right. Just
Had
over
a 2 and a.
He had a
a 2 pound frame.
Yeah.
He had a 2 pound frame.
He had over a 2 pound frame, but he was less than a pound. So some of these fish, you're pull up to a tree and there's 3 fish, catch one and weighs a pound, drop dinner and catch the next one, it looks identical, 150. So, you don't know, I don't think, really. I mean, it's hard to tell because some of these fish are real short and real deep, and some are long and skinny. So,
you know, we were talking about 11 pounds a day. For everybody listening at home, this is a 3-day deal, so we were talking about 33 pounds. So I talked to some buddies on the way down here, and they asked me, hey, what would you bet would win? And I said 33 pounds. But then, after I got off the phone with them, I've changed my mind. And I'm not fishing it, and I think it's going to be lower. And the reason why is because I don't know that anybody can successfully fish for 3 days without tearing something up.
That's
well,
true.
that and these fish are so pressured and there's
Because-
so many shared fish, you go 3 days, you just go from Sunday to Wednesday, there's a huge difference. And you went and checked areas, the number of fish you saw, and the number of fish that went by. Take that till Saturday.
Well,
What's gonna happen?
And also think about this. So I'm going to assume that y'all, like everybody else, has ran into something every 5 to 10 minutes. That stops your boat, you get hung up, everything else. And this is pre-fishing. Y'all are easing around.
Yeah.
You're not rushed.
We're not rushing.
No.
Okay. Come tournament time, tomorrow, then the next day when the pressure's on, and then the third day when the pressure's really on, people are going to be pushing this.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be anxious, they're going to be excited, they're not going to be idling in the areas.
They're gonna be throwing Hail Marys.
They're going to be cheating a little bit,
Yeah.
giving some gas to try to get in there quicker. And I think that
You're
for
going to see
somebody,
some top teams get knocked out from mechanical
right,
issues.
you know, somebody may go catch 12 or 13 pounds tomorrow, and then the second day, within an hour, they're out of the tournament
That could happen very
because they lost a lower unit, or they've been a prop shaft, or they.
Or if you lock
tore
down the
control
bottom
motor.
forward, something happens, you can't get back.
Right, and so, I don't know. It's
Could
gonna
be
be
interesting.
I'd say
When you say
over.
33,
I'm gonna
I
say
think
over.
that's the
That's
give or take a little bit,
That's
but
if
that's
somebody
about
can fish every day
clean.
Clean, yes.
And the odds of that,
And you know, what we're fishing, a net does you no good.
well,
You don't have time to get a net for what we're doing. There's no reason. So some people are gonna lose a fish top of the water trying to get in the boat. We've been lucky so far. We lost one fish during practice, and it was a good fish. That could turn around tomorrow and you lose 4 good fish on top of the water because you can't get the net fast enough.
yeah, it's
Very
it
talented.
is. You know, when I was talking to Eric Cable earlier tonight.
Yeah.
I've seen him on the water. I went up, shook his hand. Hey,
Yeah.
man, buddy, ain't got to talk to you. And we were talking about it. He goes, you know, everybody's crying, this, that, and other. But he said, this is how it should. This is the lake this should be on. It should be just like Branson last year when we won. Man, it's cold and
I'm
it's
glad it's not
nasty,
cold
and that was the
I
most
don't care if it
brutal.
rains, it ain't gonna be
I
cold.
think the most brutal tournament ever been held. But under the circumstances for what it was paying out, it should have been that way. You know, and we're getting another taste of it at a different extreme this year. It's not the weather, it's the lake. The lake is your enemy.
It's a
on
tough
this deal.
lake.
It's, you know, it's,
Well, we heard all this stuff coming down here about everybody tearing stuff up on the Red River. It's always been a notorious place for tearing stuff up. Till you see it, you're going, that ain't that bad. Till you get off the river, it's a different game.
oh yeah.
Once
It
you
is.
get off that river channel, you better be ready.
So predictions. If you had to pick 3 teams.
Man, I think Kel Ward's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
I really do. The kid, good guy, know him real well. I know how hard he works, and I know if he don't tear something.
He said he tore more stuff up today than he has yet.
Yeah. So if he don't tear stuff up, he's been pushing and he's been taking chances. And from what vaguely getting from him, I think he's on something.
He's on something that nobody else is. He
Think
said-
he's got
He says
to
I have no pressure.
Yeah.
But where we've been, we've got pressure.
I think, you know, Kale, man, I don't, you know, Todd, that's a good way. You know, you think of your Tony Shepherds in this deal, and your Ronnie Capps,
Don't-
and you think of Eric Cagle. I can't count Eric Cagle out, you know.
Don't
But
count-
you think of
don't count Jeff
WSD.
Hyman out either.
Yeah, you know, WSD.
Ronnie
And,
Capps,
oh, yeah, there's so many
There's
people
so
in
many
here.
good
You
ones
know,
in there.
Dylan and
You know, last year when we were in Branson, and you can ask anybody, I had y'all pick the winner. And the reason why is because I said, under these conditions, it's going to be a guide.
yeah,
Because we're out in it every day.
yeah.
The rough water, the rain, all of
Yep.
that stuff won't matter so much. And so I said, for sure it's going to be a guide. And I talked to y'all, and y'all kind of told me what weight y'all were. And I also saw you every day. And
Yeah.
you were fishing. And I was like, yeah. So, you know, that's kind of why I asked, is because it'd be interesting to see. I wish we could do a big Calcutta on these.
Oh, yeah. No,
Because
I-
I would have made a lot of money.
I don't know. You know, it's a, and it could be someone I don't even know that's
If-
that stumbles on something and
Stumble
don't
on
tear their
something,
stuff up
yes.
and gets the. I think you're right. I think
It could
not
only-
not having mechanical issues is going to play a huge role in this tournament.
It can
That
take a
is going
50-yard
to-
stretch, and you being on the right stuff at the right time,
Yeah.
anybody can win.
Yeah, because there's probably 600 boats that's already fished it, and there's 6 more behind you. So it might be a timing issue. It might be the shade of bait you got on. It might be the profile. That fish didn't bite for 4 people, and it bit for you. Or that fish just pulled up on that stump as you got to it. It's. I don't like these tournaments because I like to know that I can go out tomorrow and catch 13 pounds. I got my spot. Nobody knows about it. This ain't gonna be that way.
Yeah.
This is, we're boat 85 tomorrow. So we're the last flight going out.
Yeah.
So I told Paul, I said, some of our stuff is gonna get fished before we ever get there.
Just take your time. Don't tear
We're not in a
anything
hurry, you know, but here's the thing. We've been taking our time, not in a hurry every day. We haven't started early yet. So we
The
know
bite-
what we're doing.
We know what time to bite.
We know what time the
Yeah.
bite is and what time it slows down. We know when it picks back up. I don't know. This breaks down to be. Every expo's been interesting in its own way. This one right here is going to be really cool to see the results, see who makes it in one piece.
How much some good stories going to come out of
Makes
that.
it in one piece.
In one
Yes.
piece, yeah, that's a.
Every day we're seeing 3 and 4 boats get pulled up and down
Yeah.
that river. And we're going, dang, glad it ain't us.
And as a guide, I got for a living. When I leave here on Sunday, I got a customer on Monday.
Right.
I can't afford to tear my lower unit up. I don't want to.
That's why you should have brought Paul's boat
I
up.
told him,
There's been 2 or 3 times I'm going, you can go, come on. Take these, it's idling a lot. Come on, let's go.
Well, guys, good luck. Stay
Hey.
safe.
Good luck tomorrow.
hey, thank you.
That's the main thing.
I hope I don't see y'all again.
Appreciate
until
you guys.
Sunday, because that
Yeah.
means y'all fishing.
We made it, yeah.
All I want to do is we'll be here at the show. I'll be bouncing around with a lot of different booths. Brad will be here with Crappie Connection in the booth, and so
Main goal is make it to Saturday.
Yep.
Yep.
Till next time.
thank y'all.
Holla.